communication effective and engaging, there are some principles to be followed. There are at least 7 principles that every good and effective communication must have. And this is going to be a series of videos where we're going to start explaining each of the 7 principles of good, effective communication. We're just going to be talking about the first one, which is clarity. You want to send something to somebody that you want that person to do something about, right? So what you're trying to tell that person must be clear enough for your receiver to understand it. That means you must enhance or show the meaning of your message clearly. How can you do that? First thing is avoid any ambiguity. Ambiguity means words that can mean something else. Avoid jargons. By jargons, I mean saying things that you may not really need. And avoid infinitives. Infinitives are words or phrases that use to and a verb. For example, to travel is on my mind. Really a little bit, jargony. Okay, permit me to use that big word. It doesn't make sense. Nonsense. Jargon. For clarity, avoid using words that sound vague, that do not sound familiar to whoever you're teaching or sending a message to. So if you really want to write something that makes sense, make it really clear. For example, I got this mail from a client. I'm going to share a screenshot. It reads, "Dear Abby, we will have to meet urgently as our new client wants some changes in the content. We may also need help from the designing team." This is not clear enough for me to understand why we need to meet our new client. Like, what new client? Which client? And what content? There's so many questions, man. Why? So it's not clear enough. I needed more clarity. What would have done that trick, or what the sender would have done better with clarity, is to send something like, "Dear Abby, early this morning I received a call from Mr. Ade of ABC Limited. We already finalized all details with them earlier, but he was requesting to accept some changes in their content. I have also contacted DC from the design team so that we can all discuss this, because we would not want to lose out on ABC Limited as they are a valued client. We shall meet up in my office at 12:50 p.m. to discuss this further." Very clear, very simple. So if you want to write with clarity in your business writing, whether an email, business letter, or memo, you should always have a clear mind. Always write something that is clear. Choose words that are already known by people that you're talking to. Don't sound pretentious. Don't use high-sounding words and try to out-English your receiver. Like, don't try to use jargon words. For example, don't say instant when you mean today. Don't say honorarium or remuneration when you mean reward or wages or salary. Don't say we perused the document instead of saying we examined. So I'm going to start looking at sentences that you could change to make it simpler than what is already there. So instead of you saying he accomplished the job with ease, you should say he did the job well. Instead of you saying he corresponds with his brother regularly, say he writes to his brother regularly. Instead of saying he located a new job, say he found a new job. Will you be good enough to meet the manager? Please meet the manager sounds more clear. So please don't use too much abbreviations that you've coined yourself in business writing. Many people do that. So achieve clarity, use short sentences, don't confuse your reader. Don't try to out-English your readers. Don't try to say more or appear like you know more than them. So try to keep it short, try to keep it clear. Try to bring out all the facts and the messages and everything at once. Be clear, guys. Hey, do you like this video? Wait until you watch this. Yes, subscribe to this channel now.